Living in a northern state, having a background of where I grew up in a tropical island, enjoying tropical foods and tropical fruits, I set out to grow tropical fruits right here in Zone 6B successfully. Now, here I have a garage space, and we decided that we're gonna improvise, utilizing some materials that we already had on hand and repurposing them to build a space, creating a microclimate to overwinter our tropical and non-cold hardy plants during the fall and winter months when it's too cold out for them to be outdoors. Now, my hubby and I enjoy teaming up together doing our own little DIYs to create a functional space based on our lifestyle. It's fun, it's a lot of hard work, and the better part of it is when it's all done and we can see and enjoy how things have come together nicely for the work we have put in. And so we're going to take you on this journey with us to show you how we set up at the change of season every year, taking care of our plants in this DIY type greenhouse space that we created out here in our garage. So come with us as we begin this journey yet again. All right, these are my tropicals, and this is a June plum and what we call golden apple in Grenada. It's putting out some really nice growth here, and I want to keep it here in the garage until probably November, mid-November or so. So I'm going to keep it to the front because I'm going to eventually move it indoors where there's some heat so that this tropical plant can survive. But for now, I'll leave it here in the garage where we can open up the garage door and it can get sunlight and enjoy some of the warmer days that we're going to be having during the months of October and November, because this plant definitely needs ample sunlight and warmth to thrive. And I want to be able to actually harvest some fruits from this plant, and so I have it here in the garage for now. But once it gets really cold out, I'm definitely going to be putting it indoors to keep it safe. Now these cords and these lights, we don't need it for now, and we are gonna probably move them out of the way for a little bit until we're ready to use them, probably about November when the daylight savings time changes. So we're just gonna kind of move them out of the way a little bit. And the setup here is really easy. As you can see, we have options, and we left hooks and bolts in place so we can either lower the lights or we can lift the lights. All right, so we're going to start our task of bringing in the plants that we are going to be overwintering in here, specifically our tropicals, our citruses, stuff like dragon fruits and guava, avocado. What else do we have? Five finger or carambola, different tropical plants that is susceptible to the cold weather and the frost and the freezing temperatures in the wintertime here in Zone 6B. And so we bring them in here in this garage space that we just at this point utilize for a few years now, just to keep our plants where we can overwinter them and keep them alive. This one here is our pomegranate that I've potted earlier this year. And I've had it for a few years now and never ever any blooms. So hopefully in the near future we'll be getting some fruits because I've potted it to a bigger container. I have a handy hook. We lift it up through one of the holes made right there in the planter. And we have to finish these planters because we need to get some rope and tie it in there to make a handle so that we can move it when we need to get it moved around. Then we have our beautiful avocado. Look how this is growing, guys. And this is from seed. This is an avocado that I got from Grenada, and the fruit was so good. It was creamy. The flesh was thick and buttery. And so I decided, you know what? I'm going to take the seed. I'm going to hatch it. We say hatch the seed and grow an avocado tree from it. So this is where we at with the avocado, and it looks really good. I had to put this wire mesh around the bottom of it to protect the trunk because earlier this year we noticed, I'm not sure what critter it was, but it was chewing it was chewing at the trunk of the tree, so we had to protect it with that hardware cloth at the bottom here. Then we're gonna come in with our citruses and fit them in the little spaces between those two bigger planters where it can fit. Push that one. And as I put them away, I just want to make sure, I'm double checking to make sure that everything is labeled properly so I can keep up with the different varieties I have and what I actually have growing here. And the thing about these guys is that this may be heavy, but at the same time, instead of lifting the entire dead weight of this plant here in the planter, it'll be better if you have some skills on maneuverability where you can just move it around and swing it and get it into the position that you want it in instead of lifting all that heavy weight. So these are some more citrus we brought in. I have citruses here that we've already been able to harvest some fruit from. And so this is why I still grow citrus fruits here in my zone 6B, because it works for me. And that's simply because I can provide a microclimate here. As you can see, this is just creating a microclimate which the plant needs in order for it to be able to produce. All right, now, and as I am taking these citruses in, the ones that have blooms and fruits on it, as you can see right here. Let me bring you in a little bit closer so you can see the amount of blooms and fruits I have going on here. So I'm going to leave this closer to the entrance of the garage so that way the sun can hit it. And this is not direct sun because we're not getting the sun from up above, because obviously the ceiling is right here, but we're getting sun shining into the garage here. Then we have this beautiful specimen coming in that hubby is bringing in. And this is my variegated pink lemon. Look how huge this has grown. And I wish I was in a zone where I can put this in the ground, because look at it, guys. And what I use for this is just chicken compost that I make here. You know, I use my chicken droppings. And all of these are beautiful, as you can see. And all I use is natural compost for them to feed them during the season. I feed them like 2 to 3 times a year because I have that much chicken droppings that I can compost with dry leaves and, you know, shrubs from the garden, weeds that I've pulled up. I just compost it all and I mix it in with the soil to feed the plant. And they're doing pretty well, as you can see. This plant has not yet fruited, but it's grown an enormous amount. And even though that I don't have fruits on it as yet, I'm enjoying the beauty of it because it serves as an ornamental plant also, but I would eventually get fruits from it. And let me bring you in a little bit closer so you can have a pretty good look of the beauty of this citrus plant. Look at all the growth, guys. Beautiful plant. Even this one here, I did get fruits from, oh no, I didn't get fruit from this one as yet. This is a dwarf Moro blood orange. I also have this lemon here, and we have one big one. But as you can see here, we have them coming in different stages. We have really young lemons here. We also have blooms. So we're going to be getting some pretty good lemons. And then coming up next, we have my Miwa Kumquat, guys. Look at all the fruits on here, as you can see. So this one is going to kind of stay to the front also. We have fruits all over this plant, and I'm excited about that. It's the most it's bare so far, so that's a good thing. It's doing well. It's enjoying the space in this container. And as you can see in here, guys, in my container, yes, we do have wood sorrel growing here. And look, we also have earthworms in this soil. You can see all the earthworms. You can see all the castings. There are worms in here, keeping this soil nice and healthy. So that's what we want when we're growing our food. It's a lot of moving around at the end of the growing season for us because we have to secure these plants. Gardening for us is a lot of work that is well worth it. And we are going to be doing this as long as we are able to do so. But we're enjoying the journey of growing these tropicals in our zone. And thankfully we're able to provide the space for it, for these plants here, in order for us to enjoy the fruits. Now I'm going to be putting my figs in next, and this is, I believe this is the LSU purple. This one's tiny and they came in late. I had a bunch of them on this tree here, but the critters attacked it, and so this is the only one that's left. So I'll just keep it nice and secured here, and I'm going to be grabbing the other figs after hubby's done with the citruses. Ooh, here they come. And the citruses are doing their thing this year, guys. Look at this. This is, I believe, a dwarf improved Mare lemon. Look at this bee. All right. Then we have our 5-finger or carambola coming in, and my longevity spinach, which is doing pretty well. I have to pull off these dead leaves off of it, but you can see the growth on it this year. I think I want that longevity to the front because I'm going to put that indoors, all the way indoors. I'm not certain how it's going to do here. And we got to make sure that we don't go to below 40 in here this winter, because I'm not sure how the 5-finger is going to do also. But it looks happy. It looks like a happy plant in there.
Which one, to the back or to the front?
You can put that one to the back. You need a hand there, buddy?
I got it.
You got it? Okay. And this one, I'm just going to pull it off of here. Keep it closer to the front where I'm going to remove it again later on in the season. But all this, I'm just going to pull it off and drop it right in here. So that's going to go to feed in that plant. Well, we got one more citrus to get. The coffees did good last year in the garage, so we can put them right back in there. The bananas were okay too, so we can do that. What we have, just these two citruses left. Oh, and the guava.
The guava.
Oh, there's more citrus here. They're in smaller containers, so those are easy. I can just grab them and take them in. And this one here is from seed. I've had it for 2, 3 years. I think 3 years now. 3 seasons, 2 years, I think. Oh, the date is on here, which is good. February 18th, 22. I believe 22. Yep. And these were from Juicing with Jay. The lemons he shipped to me as a perk from being a member of his channel. And so I decided I will drop a seed and grow a lemon tree from seed from the lemons that I received from him. So this is how it's doing so far. In February of 2025, it will be 3 years old. And guys, look at this. This jalapeno pepper, I'm gonna overwinter it because it's in a 5-gallon bucket. But this right here, as you can see, is a second plant. And this branch broke off from right here, and I just stuck it in the soil. Look at that. And it's growing. Look at that. See? So it can be done without no type of fancy intervention, no rooting hormone or anything. I just stuck it in there. Let me go a little deeper so you can see the roots on there. And I just want to show it to you that all these products that we tend to run to, it's unnecessary. Yeah. I don't really want to disturb the root too much, but I just want to show you that it's got roots. Ooh, I think I did disturb it a little bit. There it is. See those tiny roots right there? Those are the pepper roots. Those are the roots of the jalapeno. Stuck it in the soil. I made a hole with my finger, stuck it in there, kept watering it, and there it is, a whole new plant. So I'm going to transplant that in a couple weeks in a separate container. Alright, where are we going to put the guava now? To the front? More to the front? Or? Okay. I know, if our season was only longer, but you know what? We'll work with what we got and, you know, try to keep it healthy. Oh, we have another guava back there, but it's in one of these. Yeah. I think this one is the Barbie pink. I'm not sure. Let's see what's written on this tag. Yep, this is a Barbie pink guava, and the other one is a white one. So 2 different varieties. The other one's not fruiting as yet. We did get flowers on that one 2 years ago, but it struggled last year. So we'll see what happens next year. Yeah, so how do you want? I'm not sure because that one would need some more space. We have a few dragon fruits. We have passion fruits. We have the olive. We have a number of different things that we need to put here. So we may need another pallet or 2 down. Yeah. We can make more room. Just push this over a little bit. But we can put, I want to keep, I think you can put this fig all the way up in here. What do you think?
Yeah, we can put it up there.
Yeah, we'll do that. And we have the next guava. Are we going to uppot the other guava and put in a bigger one? Or
we should.
It looks good in the container it's in, but
we can put it in a bigger one.
Because it's going to need that space. I think we could put down 2 more pallets here. It'll fit, right? Or at least 2. Yeah. So far we have 6 pallets in here, and it seems like we're going to need 3 more to be able to put our tropicals in here to overwinter them, because I have so much tropicals that, you know, I'm growing here. And I'm growing them because I enjoy tropical fruits. I am from the tropics, and so I'm going to try everything I can to make it a successful journey in growing tropicals to the point where they can give me fruits and we can enjoy it. So for me, it's really worth it to be growing this type of fruits that I'm growing here in my zone. It's really worth it, guys. Oh, there's room behind me. Yeah, we got room back here, so that's good. We can just push this stuff over to this side. We don't use our garage to park our vehicles anymore because they can sit on the driveway. It's worth it, you know, to make our space here to overwinter our plants and keep them in this microclimate here that we provided for them. I'd rather have food than have a vehicle sitting here in the garage It can go out on the driveway. The hail can hit it when it comes. The storm can take it and go with it. Not that I want that to happen. Perfect. We got room. So this is what it's starting to look like, y'all. We're gonna put another pallet down here because we have some room. So we can get our plants situated for the fall and winter months. I think it'll fit. Oh, that's a bigger space than I thought it was. That's perfect. Nice. Nicely done, buddy. Look, we still got all that room here, y'all. It's right there. Yeah. Want me to get the other side?
I got it. Wait. Look at this fella. What are we cooking this fella?
This
Should I
fella.
pull these out to the end?
No, because he's a big she, so she'll be bearing fruit. This is a black mission right here. She can stay out to the end.
Okay. What do you mean?
We have more stuff.
Yeah, but we need to leave a plant to come in.
Okay, so why do you want to leave the pan? So do you want to put the small? You want to put these figs there then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or in the middle, it don't matter.
So what do you want to put
I was
there?
asking for you to put these big ones out to the end here.
Well, that's a big one that you can put out to the end.
Wait, you want to keep this to the front?
No, I don't, because it doesn't have fruit on it.
Oh. Okay.
You said you put it there, you won't put it there because you need a path. So it's either you need a path or something. I know what you're saying.
Now let's say we have these to the end before we put these here. So just bring them out to the end. Like all the big ones to the end like this.
Mm-hmm.
All I was saying.
Oh, okay. Okay, sir. Can we pull this down a little bit?
Yeah.
Is that good?
No.
More? I gotta lift a little. How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. My guava. Be careful there. Can I pull this down a little bit? It's good?
No, push it back up.
Okay. There's no pushing. Let's see. Ugh. I think it's good like that. If we need extra room, oh, look at all the room that look at all the space that open up here. Look at that, y'all. We just opened up a whole huge space in the middle here where we can put more plants. Look at all the pups here in this banana. I'm excited. I can't wait for fruiting time. It has not fruited as yet, but in the meantime, I'll be patient. I'll nourish this plant. I'll enjoy the fruits when they come. And as you can see, all the many pups on there, it's going to multiply, and I'm going to have hopefully an endless amount of banana when that time comes. This here is a different variety of banana. This one is the Super Dwarf Cavendish. And this one also has pups. Many pups, as you can see. And they're looking healthy too. Ooh, 1, 2, 3 pups. So I'm gonna leave them right there with the mother until that mother bears fruit. And hubby's working so hard. As always. Why don't you say that out loud on camera?
I said I enjoy doing what I do, working here, because payday is good.
Yep. I cook good, right?
That too.
What else? Now here comes the dragon fruits and the passion fruits. So we have 2 dragon fruits right there. We have another one here we have in the back. And we also have different varieties of passion fruits. I think we have 4 passion fruits, right?
Yeah.
And the good thing about the passion fruits is that they're not in the huge planters. So we're able to keep them in these 20-gallon planters, so they won't take up that much space. But look at that dragon fruit, guys. I can't wait to see if I'll be able to one day harvest some fruit from it. I know my season is not long enough, but either way, I'm going to use this as an ornamental if it doesn't bear fruit. I've had it for quite a while, at least 4 years. So we'll see what happens. It's looking good. It looks like a healthy plant, but I have yet to harvest fruit from it. So we'll see what happens in the coming years. This one I have to get a trellis for, or like a tomato cage, just like that huge tomato cage that's supporting that big plant right there. I have to get one for this, and for the one I have right here in this 5-gallon bucket. This is my beautiful pineapples. I have 3 plants in there for some reason. We'll see how it does. But they're looking pretty good. I started these last year from store-bought pineapples, and look how much they have grown in this container. So I'm bringing them into overwinter also. And my soursop is growing nicely. But I'm going to put this indoors, not just here in the garage, but where it's warmer, because I want to make sure. Ooh, and I can smell the leaves already. It smells so good. We have some weeds here growing up, which I'm going to pull, but not at the moment. And I have it here growing in this milk crate. And it's doing pretty well. Now that most of my tropicals are in here, we have brought most of the plants that we want to overwinter, where we can place them in the garage. We're just going to go ahead and move all the figs in now, because the citruses are there, the pomegranate, 5-finger, avocado, banana, guavas, pineapples, June plum, figs, passion fruit. It's a buffet of tropicals in here that I'm excited to put away and make sure that the frost or the cooler weather does not come in. And I looked at the forecast for the upcoming 2 weeks, and it's going to be chilly overnight here. We're going to the 60s, upper 60s in the daytime for this week. And so I want to make sure I bring them in where they're safe, because I don't want to take any chances. Because sometimes, the forecast would say a certain temperature, and by the time you know it, that changes, and we have to go in emergency mode and start taking everything in when we're not ready. So now that we're able to prepare this space for them, we want to take our time and do it in the fashion that we want it to go in. So this is why we are out here today. It's a beautiful day out. It's windy. It's a little bit, we got a little bit of shaded sun, but we are getting some sun in on these plants. We do not need the electrical lights as yet. And we're just going to take the weather as it comes for now. And if need be, then we'll turn the light on and we'll have these plants happy in here in this space. There's more. There's a lot of figs, and I have some figs in some smaller containers on this side. You saw them, right?
Yeah.
I think I have like 7 of them there. Oh, my olive. I've had this one for about 3 years thus far, but it's a pretty ornamental plant. If it doesn't go to fruit at all, it is self-fertile, and hopefully we're able at some point to get some fruit from this plant. Oh, the passion fruits. We're running out of space. What's going on here? I think we can squish these here a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of room down here. Passion fruits. All right, now you can see what my tropical jungle looks like here. All the plants that I want to overwinter in the garage have made it in this space, and they fit pretty well. So now all we have to do is take care of them and continue maintaining that microclimate for them to survive in this space. Now, at the front here, there's some plastic that's up top. We're going to bring that down when it's really colder out and the temperatures are freezing, just to keep the warmth in this area and make sure that there's no damage to these tropicals. Now over here I have my pigeon peas or gungo peas, looking beautiful here. Really nice growth. It's almost taller than my greenhouse. As you can see, it's almost covering it up. And those are also going to go indoors, not in the garage, but in a different space that I have that will be warmer for them. And also my peppers that I have in these 5-gallon buckets, those are also going to go indoors where it's warmer for them. As you can see, they still have lots of peppers on them, but they can handle the cooler temperatures that we do get in the early morning hours and the evening hours. And so I'm going to leave them out here till later on in the season and get them indoors before the first frost hits in the fall. So guys, this is it for now. This is how I prepare my indoor space where I create a microclimate for my tropicals in my garage, and it works out pretty well. So if you're in a colder zone like my zone, which is zone 6B, and you want to try overwintering, and you have a space where you want to try overwintering your tropicals, if you have tropicals, or overwintering any type of warmer weather plants, go ahead and do it. It works for me. I'm pretty sure it'll work for you. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time right here on Fifi's Urban Homestead and Lifestyle.